morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I am making my second cup of coffee as we speak. My cards are cards now, so now I got to write in them and send them today. But I worked on a new card and, I'm all set up. These are going to be more postcard style. But, yeah, there you go. Now I'm going to go make my coffee and go outside, even though it's not lovely. Ugh, waiting for the water. Why does it always feel like it takes forever? And mine only has to get to 170 degrees. I use an AeroPress. You've seen this before. But we can do our water to whatever temperature we need. There we go. Hallelujah. Oops. Pushed the wrong button. There you go. That's my view you just saw. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm not going to State College today. I decided to go tomorrow. It's not terrible out here, but the problem is there's not a breath of air. You can see. There's not a leaf moving. So, but it's not terrible in the shade. It's not terrible. I'm actually wearing one of my sweaters. This is a Sal Gris by, I forget. It's got this nice little neck detail. I've made 2 of these. Yeah. Second one I made out of terrible yarn for a sweater. Never should have made it. Too much silk. Should have been made into a shawl. But it was a yarn that I was quite disappointed in because I thought it was so gorgeous. Gorgeous in the hank. Not as gorgeous knit up. I have a very hard time picturing what something's going to look like knit up. I loved it. I loved it in the skein, I have to say. I should take that sweater apart and make it into a shawl if I do much knitting. I did do some knitting yesterday because Christy and I had our Zoom craft together for a little while. So I did a few rows on my shawl for my mom. I told her, oh, I could say I knit tomorrow. If I didn't have to talk to you guys about what I've been doing or what I want to do, maybe I would do better. No, I'm not blaming you. And I'm not blaming the vlog. The vlog has gotten me through a lot of things. But it does feel like, every once in a while, it shouldn't be too boring. But I actually did a lot yesterday. Relatively speaking. Because I paid all my dad's bills. I still have a couple things I have to do, but it just includes informing people, not having to do with paying people. So I've paid all the bills that I have. And yesterday was the anniversary, first month anniversary of his death. So I should have gotten all the bills by then, you would think, because of course I took some with me and then have been getting mail ever since. But I'll get more mail tomorrow. We'll see what it says. So that felt good. They're in the mailbox waiting for the postman to pick them up. So that's done. I scanned in the 2 cards that I made for my thank you cards. So they're ready to go. And I cut them today. And I've got to write them and include the, the little pamphlet they give you about the person at a funeral. I have those to send to my uncle and my friend. And I'll send someone those so they have those in their thank you note. And that'll be good. Then it'll just be a matter of you know, logging into things and setting up accounts and stuff. I do have one thing more to do at the bank that I'll be prepared to do tomorrow when I go to State College. Yeah. So that felt good. I made popovers for dinner, started the bacon we had. Dennis made a frittata with bacon and popovers for dinner, so I helped with that. What else did I do? Had a nice conversation with Christy, and that was good. And Rich. Rich is there. Turned him on to a new waterhole we found in Namibia. If you go into YouTube and just put in Namibia waterholes, it's the, I'll put it down below. In fact, I'll put a link to it down below. Itira, I don't know, National Park in Namibia. It's a very big waterhole, but last night, in the middle of their night, I mean, somebody was obviously manning that camera because they were going in to look at different animals walking by and stuff. But there was, at one point, there was a elephant herd with 11 elephants, including a tiny baby that had to be just born a couple days ago. And we saw at least two, maybe 3 black rhinos, 3 or 4 giraffes. We saw jackals and all kinds of birds. And I'm pretty sure I saw a hyena. And this was all at night, their time, you know, because being on the other side of the world makes it a little tricky. I just put it on Aura's tablet, and it's light there now, but it's, you know, getting ready to be sunset. So, but I'm going to go put it on as soon as I'm done here. It's a very cool waterhole. It's very big. So you're gonna have elephants on one side and giraffes on the other. I did see rhino decide to go somewhere else when the elephants came. Now, these are all herbivores. So none of them are going to eat each other. The only thing that's not an herbivore that was there was the jackals, and if I saw hyena, the hyena. But doesn't mean that they get along great, you know. But the jackal was walking behind the rhinoceros and very close, didn't care. And the giraffe, and you know, Rich was like surprised. I'm like, well, you know, neither of those things. Jackal is not a predator for either a rhinoceros or a giraffe. I'm sure they would eat one if they came along to a body, but you know what I mean. So they just ignored each other. And in fact, the jackal might feel somewhat protected by a rhinoceros. I'm sure that, you know, big cats are the predators who prey on jackals. I can't think of who else would. You know. Anyway, I'll put a link to it down below. But it was a fun find. And it's got a lot more going on than our little waterhole we've been watching, which mainly has zebras and gazelles and things. But it's very small and it's man-made. So this is more like a big pond or a small lake. So, which is why it's good that they have somebody actually manning it and, you know, focusing in on things, because otherwise you're a little far away and kids wouldn't be able to see. So I'm assuming that the park rangers are manning the camera and looking. They said somewhere, they have a big problem with poachers in this park. So, well, they got rhinoceros and lots of elephants. So that was fun. So that was yesterday. I don't know what else I did. But worked on my picture, worked on my cards. I'm going to keep working on the cards. That's making me smile. So that's feeling good. And I was happy to work on my mom's shawl. I got through the lace part, and now I have a section of, Pearl's getting her frisbee thrown, section of garter stitch. So I'll just sit there and knit. It'll be easy. without thinking. Although my thinking isn't working great with my lace section. Luckily, it's just going to look, oh, there are holes here. That's kind of lacy. It's not going to be any obvious pattern because I keep getting off. In fact, I'm off by 1 stitch. I don't know how I did that. I must have missed and knit 2 together or something. Because, you know, I should just knit 2 together when I get to the end, and then I won't be off by 1 stitch. Maybe that'll make me feel better. I don't know. It's just on one side, so what? So I have 2 stitches and, you know, whatever. You know what I mean. Anyway, she'll love it and it won't matter. And she won't want me to worry about it. I'm quite sure. Hi, girls. Are you outside? Yeah, Dennis came in through the Frisbee, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah. He got up. Here's my Maisie girl. You're going to say hi? You're going to say hi? Yeah. Are you a good girl? You are. You are a good girl, aren't you? Yeah. I guess that's it. Today, I'm not sure. I'm going to, you know, continue working on my paintings. I might even do a little knitting. There's a small chance I'll go to Goodwill. I feel like I should. I think Dennis is probably going to the store. Go see if I can come up with some more sweaters for my mother to wear, because they seem to be losing her sweaters. She had a few and I'm not seeing them. So get a couple good, nice acrylic sweaters that can be washed and dried and nobody cares, and I'll write her name on them and we'll see how that works out. Meanwhile, yeah, but I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday was a good day. Thank you for all your concerns and your good wishes. And yeah, so I'm going to work on my paintings, send my cards, then everything that I need to mail will have been mailed. And that feels good. And yeah, move on. Talk to Mama tomorrow. See how she's doing. And yeah. I don't think I can't go next week, so maybe I'll wait till Wednesday. Yeah, I'm leaving on Thursday for my girls' weekend, so I'll think about it. Maybe I'll go Wednesday, so you might see me tomorrow, since I'm gonna not be able to go next week because I'll have the girls. The granddaughters are coming next week. Oh, Lisa said that they went to Gettysburg and did a horseback ride tour of Gettysburg. Well, the granddaughters would be in heaven, but oh my gosh, after an hour on a horse, I am crippled. I don't think Dennis will even ride a horse because he has hip issues. I need to do my research because they would be in heaven if we did our first tour of Gettysburg on horseback. If it's an hour tour, I can do it. I don't think I can do more than an hour without being, I mean, I would just be in agony. It would totally be for the girls. Nana can be in agony for a while for the granddaughters to have an amazing time. So I think the plan for next week is going to be, well, we're going Monday and Tuesday because that's when Kim can come and hang with her mother. So we'll pick up the dogs again on Wednesday, and I think we'll just hang out here and do whatever comes to our mind on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday we'll do the big birthday shopping spree at the King of Prussia Mall, and then I will deliver them to their mother. After the shopping spree, I will deliver them to their mother at her work, and she can take them home, and that'll be that. They won't have to come and pick them up. We'll be halfway there when we're doing our shopping. So that's my current plan. So I have to nail down what we're doing for Gettysburg. And then we'll have 2 days after Gettysburg to make our plan for our shopping spree. So I don't have to worry about that ahead of time. The girls and I can do that together. See what we want to do for our shopping spree. For birthday shopping spree. Anyway. That's what I'm thinking. But, which means I cannot go to visit my mother next week. So I think maybe, I'm not sure what day I'll go. So you might see me tomorrow. I'll think about it more and talk to Dennis. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. And mark the 24th on your calendar because that's our Zoom day. Saturday after the granddaughters. They'll be ready to relax with friends. Please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.